In the last class, what we had a discussion, we had a discussion about the email notification, how we will send the email notification to from the ServiceNow instance. So now today we will discuss a topic called reporting topic. I hope you are able to see my screen, right? Hello. Yeah. Good. Good. So now what I am going to do is how we can what you call reports. What is a report and what is the purpose of it? A report is nothing but a collection of data which we want to display or which we want to see it. See, for example, in daily life we will see many reports like blood report, complete blood picture, or some heart functionality. There is a lot of reports we are seeing. Whenever if you seeing, that means from that we can analyze, or the doctor can analyze the how it's going on, what is the process, and what is the functionality for it. Just give a minute. So I'm sorry. Yeah. So the report is similarly in the service now also we want to display the reports. That means so you are a manager, you want to check what's the happening in the project. That means how many incidents were resolved, or how many incidents were resolved, or how many incidents are pending. So how many was SLA has breached, like that. Or whenever the manager has seen it, from that report he can easily understand what is happening in the reports. So if you go to the reports, if you click on view or run, it's already consists of some predefined reports, which is an out of the box reports. So 1 minute, I'm just changing the Wi-Fi. So now this is the report which we are seeing. Now these are all some existing report. Now the issue was the user or the manager want to, if I want to create a new report, just click on here. So I'm just making a pending incident. This is the table. I'm just selecting the table as the incident, and next. So here the table is data source is nothing but we can create as a data source. From that we can again filter it, but right now we don't require. So here if you see here, by default it was showing as all the available incidents, but we want to do the pending incidents. Here you can go here, state is, so you can select it, state is new or in progress or on hold. So these are the incidents are pending. So that means which is not yet closed or state is reopened. So if you filter right now, how many incidents were showing? It was showing around 79. If you click on run, it is showing us only the 51. So like that you can create a how many P1 incidents. For example, see, these are the incidents, and now I'm just what I'm going to do is I'm just going to here and priorities. So if you go to the incident is state is one here, and the priority is here, so it was around 21. So like that we can add a one, and if you want to see what are the incidents uh, created on this month, so you can create it on. So this is the one. If you want to do weekday, for example, particular month, this month or last 12 months or last 9 months, these are all will be happened for the same thing for it. Like that, these are all the things which we can configure the all the availabilities for the same thing. So like that, we can add a filters for it. For example, if you want to see the caller is opened by, so for example, whoever logged in, so how many incidents is he has a caller, you can add, you can, and you can see caller field, caller is here. If you want any user statically, we can use it, or if you want it dynamically, that means whoever the logged user, if you me, if you run it, so this is the one. So only one incident created by the users. Like that, you can share the all the reports for it. So for example, if you want to check caller is not, for example, able tutor, for example. So like that was, I think is only one is not there. Like that, you can see the all the reports. For example, if I am not giving this one, create on this month and run the report, see there is a lot of it. That means depending upon the our convenient, we will always the reports, we can filter the report as per the our convenient. So till now you clear, right? The reports. Hello Pawan. Good, good. Now the next step is in the service. Now whatever the report we are creating, by default it was what you can say, by default it was list report. By default it was list report, but if you want any different reports here, you can see here the bar. If you go to the bar report, it should be like this. If you click on bar and run, it will come like this. Here if you go to the configure, or see here it was group by is active. If you want to group by state, if you click on here, it will be like this one on hold. Or if you want to the data, if you click here, display data, that means display report data in a grid beneath the report, the table appears on the dashboard where reports is added. So you can add here and run it. If you had that, the difference is this is the difference. So this will come like this one. If you want to, if you clear the display data, if you remove this one and if you run this report, so what happened, this will be like this only. This is the bar report. If you want, this is the count. If you want to average or sum, you can, whatever you can do, but mostly we can use the other, it should be a count only. For example, since we need to know the how many reports or how many incidents were there, so we can always use the count only. So mostly we can use the count only. So this is the one. And the next step was, this is the one type of report. If you go to the histogram report, this will be like this. So it will be like it will come. So I think we can go to the what is the field we have given. So if it is measured by, they have given a result time. So I'm just giving as a state. It should be like this. But right now we don't use, mostly we cannot use this field type. And the next, if you go to the horizontal bar, it should be like this. The horizontal bar, the report will come as this one. Or if you go to the Pareto, this is the Pareto report. See, if you go to the Pareto, it will be like this one. This is the basic thing about the one. And next one, pie, pie and donut. Donut is the report. It should be like this. And if you go click on next, and what is the group by and what is the count, it will add it. The pie will become like this one. If you go to the display data, it should be like this one. This is the whenever this one. If you go to the pie and run, this is the pie report. If you go to the pie, it should be the this is the pie report. Right now we have given as a group. If you want to any other priority, for example, if you want to give here it as a group by priority, it will show the count whenever if you see, for example, when you see priority, if you run this, see, I think all are the okay. Here we are in the priority is critical. So if you run here, it should be like this. So what are the priority we have given like this? It was done. Or if I remove this one, I will tutor color is not, and if I run it, it should be also different. So whatever we require, we can be say here. And the next one is this is the pie report. If you go to the semi donut, this is the semi donut report. Only the way of representation of the data is different and remaining all is correct. This is the main thing. And next one is the time series. The type report. If you go to the time series, this is the area report. And if you click on one, this is the one. So that means in the 2015, how many incidents were created? All are we have given the all the here. This is the time series. See in the 2018, if you go to the here this color, this is the planning. This much of it was created. Critical, high, lot of things. It was already how it was created. It should be visible here. If you go to the column, so this is the column report. Group by how it was the priority and all other things. So if you want to trend here, if you want to, we can see the create whatever the field we required, the date field. We can. I'm just creating here. It was as a created by. So it is created. So it should be like this one. Here it was showing as a year per year, or if you want to show per quarter, for example. If you go to the quarter, so per year four you will get a 4 quarters. So like this one. So as of now here for only 1 quarter that is nothing but only one incident that is showing one. In the year this is two. In 2018 this is like this. It will be visible and whatever we required we can do the all the stuff. And this is the one. Next if you go to the line and if you run this, so the main motto of this one is same. So if it's a line, it should be visible. Like it should be like a graph. This should be visible to the user. So, which means whenever if you have seen this report, we can easily understand that one how it is going in the system or whatever it may be in the other thing. So that means the manager can understand how many reports were there and how many other things were there. It should be easily he can understand the same functionality and other things for this thing. So this is the one. And if you go to the SP line, So this is the SP line concept. The same thing. Or if you go to here, step line, the same thing. If you run it, the step line report will be like this one. So if you see, this is the critical, this is the one, and this is the one, this is the one here. Next one is a multi-dimension. If you go to the bubble, so it should be the bubble report. It should be the this is the one. So it should be like this one. So this is the one. We can add the bubble report. If you go to the heat map, so this is the heat map. That means true or seven, false is the one. How it was, but right now we never use this one. Next one, multi-level pivot. Pivot is nothing but, so I don't think it will come. Pivot is nothing but, so what are the, I think you know, right, in the service. Yep, yep. So here also, how we can do the pivot for here in the service now, we can also do the same concept for the pivot. Pivot is nothing but in the Excel how we are doing. So how is the same thing, and but in the service now the thing was it's a two-dimensional data. It should not a three-dimensional. We cannot do so. See, this is the pivot. See, if you write a pivot, the priority and state it will come like this one. So this is the basic thing. And if you go to the another type, these are the multiple different types of reports. If you click on this one dial and if you run this, it should be like this one, the report. Or if you go to the single score, it will only score the single scores report for the same thing. So if you go to the speedometer, if you go to the speedometer, if you run this, the speedometer, it should be like this. It should stop at a 69. So like this, what we can do is different types of reports. I will show you different types of reports here also. And next one is a box. If you go to the box, so this is the box, how it will show. Or if you go to the calendar and if you open a calendar, this is the calendar. It will show like if you open a year, so whenever the incident is created, it will disable here. Okay, this is not showing. See, 11th we have raised incident and 18th we have raised a create an incident for this one scene. And the next one is here. This is the control unit. If you click on that control, the reports will be the same here. So I'm just making trend by created like this. It was showing the created by how it was showing the all the things. And next step, the funnel report. If is showing, it should be the main motto of this one, the filtering condition, everything is same, only the way how we are representing is if this is the list report and this is the report where we can have all the stuff. Since we have made this one as a uh, group by priority, it will come like this one. So if you click on it, it will automatically visible, but we are not doing. Next one is a map. I don't think we don't have any maps here, so it will not show anything. And pivot, we have already seen it. And pyramid, if you click on that pyramid, the reports will come like this one. Like this is the one. And the next one is trend. If you go to the trend is nothing but you want to see how many incidents were created trend by and all other things. See, in 2014 this was created. 15 it was created. 15 years are all created here. So this is the trend report. Next one, this is the trend box. This is nothing difference. Here the data will come in the box like this one. So this is the these are all the basic things about the all the reports for the with the different type of reports. So till now I hope you got it how we can report or how we can configure a report and how we can configure different types of reports or any queries till now what we have discussed. Okay, very good. Now the next step is how we can save a report and how we can grant access. If you click on this one, for example, I'm just making this one as a list. So what I mean, run it. So here, if I'm just removing the group by making as a none since we don't need. So these are all here. Here, I don't want to hear that assignment group that I need to some changes. So here, I don't want to this opened by field. Opened by field should be before the number. If you go to the choose columns, from here we can configure the what are the field required. If you don't want to update it and update it by you don't want, you can remove it from here. And also if you need any, for example, I just want to need add a one subcategory. So if you go to the subcategory like this, we can add or remove the fields from here and we can run the report so that whatever we have made a changes it will be applicable here. See here, here there is no, there is a subcategory was recently added. So like this, from the choose columns we can add up what are the fields will be required for the same concept for the heat. So this is the basic thing about the all other things uh, one. So this is the thing which will be happen. Okay, for example, if you want to we can remove this condition also, you can run it so that it should be come all this all the incidents will come here on the same thing. Now this is the choose column. Now the next step is here. If you save it, if you save the report, if you click on here this sharing, so here we have an option called, if you click on insert, that means it will first we need to save that report. If you save that report, click on save, the report will be saved with the name whatever we have given the pending incidents. So if you click on here view incident, here my reports is nothing but what are the reports which was created by me, that is the my reports. Next one, group is nothing but what are the reports which was access to my group. And global is nothing but what are the reports I have the access completely where the report as marked as global. All is nothing but whatever the incidents which are created, all the incidents in the system, whether it should be a group. I'm just opening that report name called pending incidents which was created by us. So like this we can open the report. And the next step is the most common asked issues or something request on the group. So they can ask the sharing. So if you click on sharing, so here what happened, I'm just showing. If you click on update, if you make a changes, it will update. If you click on the insert, it will create a copy of the new record. And if you go to the previous record, if you click on insert and stay, um, the new if you insert a new copy of, so new report, what we can do is If you click on insert and stay, what it will happen is, so the report insert and stay, if you click on here, um, yes. Yeah, if you insert it will be in the same page and save as a data source. So if you want to in future you need anything, we can use it a data source for the same thing. This is the one. And now if you click on sharing, so these are all things. If you click on this eye icon, so how many types this was, see what is the type of report, which is group shared, who is the user, created by whom, at last where I made it, last run, and how many times it was run, and recent runtime. And the next step here, you can have a option called share. If you click on share, see visible to me. So by default, if you create any report, it should be visible to the only the created user. Or else if you want to any other thing, if you go to the everyone, if you click on everyone, the required roles if you give as empty, it should be visible to any user, or it should be visible to any user. And now, so that like this one. So if you give any role, what happens is, the roles will be, the particular role, this should be visible to the particular user only. Or if you click on here sharing, or if you click on this groups or user, so if you need any restrict to any group, you can give it. Or if you want to any user, we can give the one. Right now I'm not making, so we can giving the all the users, and I'm just saving this report. So that means this report can be accessed to any other one. Okay. Now the next step here, it was schedule. This is the different concept. Just give me some time, I will can explain you. And add to dashboard, when the dashboard is coming, I can show you this one. And next one, export to PDF. That means if you want to export this report as a PDF, so what we will do is, so we can report this one to the PDF in the PDF format. So that means, so for example, if I click on here, see there is a different types, portrait and landscape, and if I go to the portrait and export, this is a portrait. If you go to the portrait, the reports you should be, I think still it is loading. This is the portrait report. Or if you want to any different type of report, landscape, so this is the landscape report. If you open this one, see this is the landscape, this is the portrait. I hope you understand the difference, right? So if you want to make any changes here, header footer, so this is the header footer template. If you need any other changes, we can see the thing here. If you go to here, see what are the letter report title, what are you need, we can do it. See, run by if you need. Right now it was run by all this. If you want to header configuration is empty, or if you need any other details, we can do it. But right now, mostly what happened, we will not make any changes. Mostly, we will use the out of the box thing. And now, next step, what it was here, we are run and go to the pending incidents. In that pending incidents, what we will do is, so till now you are clear, right? What are we are doing? So now, what happened? You are a manager. So you are a manager. You want to, or you want to, you are a manager. So since it is a report only, we can use it. But you want to see what are the incidents is pending, and every Monday you want to just you need an email to check the what are the pending incidents or what are the pending incident list you require. So that means so that once you log in, you can check the Excel sheet. So you can check it and you can like the. That means every Monday morning 9 a.m. In the morning. So the manager want to receive a email notification for that report. This is the requirement which is automation. So for that, what we will do is for that what we will do is here. Yeah, since we have seen the same thing here, we have an option called share. Sorry, not share. We have an option called that means we will schedule a report, and once we have scheduled a report, from that we can automate the process. So this is the schedule report. So here what happened, the only one drawback here is only we can change the user statically. There is no dynamically we cannot change a user. That's a only one drawback. See here the users whoever want to, you need to change this, send it. So for example, I'm just moving this to the Abela, and I'm just want to check just want to check notification is enabled so that the email also will trigger. So these are the 550 I can add. I'm just checking available tutor and Abraham to user, and if you want to any group we can give it, or else if you want any static user we can give it. And here the active true, if that is active true then only we can send the email to the user. And next one is run. So if see here daily, monthly, weekly, periodically, once, on demand. So daily is nothing but when we want to run it. Weekly is nothing but every week when we want to run it. Monthly is nothing but every month when we want to run it. Periodically is nothing but, for example, if you see the periodically, repeat interval after 15 days or 20 days when we need to send an email. And once is nothing but only once we can send it. On demand is nothing but whenever we require it. And a business entry, if you need any business calendar we can see the all other stuff here. And business calendar entry end, so we can do it. But mostly we can use it as a, most of things are weekly, so I'm just making as a Monday. And also this will go to that the time zone is logged user time zone, as per it will send it. So this is the one we need to check it. And here the subject, right, the email subject. So pending incident list. Pending incident list. We can see it now here. Hi, please find the attached last week pending. So thanks and regards. Or if you have any queries, please reach us. The rate support at the rate global IT dot com. So thanks and regards. So this one type is land right one. And if you want additionally any other schedule job also we can add it. So this is the type like PDF landscape, PDF normal one, Excel, XLS, XLXX, and CSV, and what is the format we required. We can easily cope up with the all other things in the system. Now this is the basic thing. And now, so here if you done it, what happened? I'm just going to submit this one. Now that means we have schedule a report. If you want to schedule a reports, you can see it. Just go here, the schedule reports here. That means every Monday this report will schedule and this will go to the one. But we want to check it in the test. Just click on execute now. So what happened? This will be a go to the email logs. Just go to the email logs. See, this is the Abraham Lincoln. So whatever we have sent it, it should be go to the here. See, this is the PDF format, and the subject is this one, and the recipients whatever we have given Abraham Lincoln and Abel Shooter, and the body. If you check, if you want to check the body, this is the body for the same thing. Whatever we require, right? And this is the watermark and which we have compared for the same thing here. Now the next step is here. If you go to the zipped output, that means zipped output is nothing but if you click on execute now, zip output, it should be the email will go to in the zip format. See, earlier it was only in normal format. If you see the attachment, the PDF, if for example here it will go to the zip format. In that only zip we can attach it. So, or else if you open this report schedule, you can add a what we can see Excel format. For example, Excel, and I'm just not making is a zipped format and save it. Execute now. If you open, see, if I open this one, let's see how it is open. This is the XLS format. That means what are the format we are given also, the report format also, we can easily crack all the other things for it. So like this, we can, and also here you can see conditional. If you want to write any script condition, we can add it. But right now we are not adding. We don't require. And omit if no records. That means omit if no records is nothing but if that report is empty, so there is no records. We don't want to send a what we can send it. Show it. So if you don't want to send it, we can check all the other things for it. So if you click on omit if no record, that means do not send an email if the reports return to no record. That means in that record there is no reports were there. We cannot send it on. So this is the best practice. So we have to follow the same thing mostly. Like this, we can send an email to the one. And if you want to include any other report also here, so here just click on here new, and we can add a one more report here. Any other report, for example, I'm just saying my group for example for testing purpose. Test. I'm not adding anyone. Test. Test. Weekly. See. That means it is included then whenever that report is triggered. For example, if I click on here, so right now I just know it was triggered the pending incidents. See. that my group work, what are the it was here, that also it was come to the here. So which means whenever, so this is the schedule email of the one. So like this, if you want to include a multiple reports in here, we can add a multiple reports for the same thing. So like this, we can do to the same thing for it. Yes. Excel, right? See, simple. You can read the report right here. Whenever if you're scheduling a report, we can pick that say report and what which user we need to go and when we need to go. And the next here, see, this is the type. A PDF, Excel, CSV. What is you required, you can pick here. Means I didn't get you. See. Okay, no, no. If you do it manually, the thing was what is the use of automation? See, every minute or every day the data will change, right? If you download it, if you upload the, so that's a very lengthy of time. Instead of that one, you just create a report. You can schedule it so that the manager will automatically receive the email, so that you no need to bother about the any other automation. I mean, not automation, any other manual task. So the motto of the service now is to reduce the manual effort. Got it or any confusion? So this is the topic for today. So the reports, I'm just giving a task to you. Just create a for one type, create a one report. Any you can take any table, incident or user problem, change or a requested item or catalog item, whatever the table you require. Just take it and create a report for each and every one. Okay, and later just create a one schedule report and which the manager has to receive it, and in that once it is done, in that include you can add a multiple reports, so that when check it whether these reports are coming to us or not. Okay. Yes, for example, in the one email if you want to send 4 to 5 reports, so you can check it whether it is coming or not. That's a basic thing about all the things. Any questions till now or about the task and previous topic? Nothing.